Yes, it's a great question. The first thing we clearly need is pace. We don't have a lot of time to make this transition happen. We need to get emissions down by about 50% by 2030. But the second thing I think we need is to really put ourselves in the shoes of those in developing economies. They've got big population growth, they've got a lot of GDP development ahead of them. We in the Western world have enjoyed our development already, but we need to equip them with the finance and with the energy tools to make a successful transition. So the first thing I would say is we're talking about the next decade, and we need to get the world's emissions down by about 50% by 2030. And that means we largely need to rely on the existing system that we have and the technologies at our disposal in the next 9 years. So that means we need to do two things. The first is to decarbonize as fast as possible the existing fossil fuel energy system that we have. And then secondly, we need to green that system, or to transform it away from fossil fuels onto alternative energies. Yeah, so what I would say to that is I think we have some real fundamental economic challenges. So firstly, there's no price of carbon, which drives producers and consumers of energy to rely on fossil-based forms of energy without any consequence of the carbon that goes into the atmosphere. The second thing, though, is if we want to transform those systems to non-fossil alternatives, many of those alternatives are not economically viable today, so they won't give an adequate return on investment to those who seek to lean into those new forms of energy. So what we need to do through collaboration between private sector, public sector, and of course the companies in this space is to really drive innovation and to support the development of these new technologies to get them over their activation energy so that they can become economically viable.